Hey guys, Eternize here. Today we're going to be doing a mid-intro kick from scratch. And I'm going to speedrun it, so I'm not going to be commenting a whole lot during this session, but I'm sure it's going to be of value to you anyway. Let's jump into it. Alright, so we have a clean slate here, and usually I would start with a punch, then the tail, and then combine the things together. So to keep things simple, I'm going to use Silent 1 for the whole session. We go ahead and grab the basic kick here. So I'm gonna be going for that very resonant peak in the attack of the punch. And at this point it's a good idea to isolate the punch from everything else. I do that with a volume shaper, so that we only listen to whatever we need in the punch. Okay, let's keep that for now. Let's build a tail real quick. Let's start to build some saturation into this tail. Let's begin to route some things also here. So I want to get rid of the beginning of the tail, so again we can use the existing punch for this part of the kick. And then of course isolate the tail again with volume shaper. Right, so now we're gonna work on the crunch of the tail. So one way you can achieve that is to blend sounds that has high frequencies in with the tail under distortion, so that the low frequencies of the tail is distorting the higher frequencies, and so together you get a nice crunch. So to make it all simple, you can just take some white noise, put it under the same group, and under this group we begin to distort it. So as you can see, the two sounds blending together under distortion is giving a nice crunch. And after that, of course, we can do some EQing to balance out the distortion. Hey guys, real quick, I'm gonna ask for a small favor. I am fully committed to keep sharing my knowledge with you with these videos, and if you share my enthusiasm for hardstyle, I would really appreciate it if you would hit that like button and also comment down below so that the YouTube algorithm can get this out to the people with our shared interest. Thank you so much, and back to the video. So here I am making a slope. This is of the white noise, so I am introducing the white noise gradually as the tail progresses under the distortion with the tail. And so the distortion is coming later in the tail instead of during the entire thing. All right, so a bit of grouping again. The tail is going into maybe a bus number 5, which is the total kick. Again, we need to work on the punch, because this is horrible at this stage. Let's get rid of the side information in the sub-frequencies here. All of this noise is coming from the white noise, so we don't need that in the tail. Let's try to do something with the punch now. So now I want to increase the transient of the punch. So I'm creating a separate layer here, also silent one. What I'm after is that very initial part, so I'm trying to make it very clicky. So only that very initial part of the punch, and I'm gonna blend that in with the punch that we already have. You can see what huge difference that makes for the actual punch. Okay, because we're using Silent 1, Silent 1 is not a very stable plugin. It's because it's a synth, it generates sound through oscillation, right? So all of these layers are very subtle, different every time the kick is playing. So to avoid that, especially here for the punch, where it's necessary for it to be, you know, continuous and stable, I am exporting this layer to make sure that this is the same hit every time. Okay, let's introduce some reverb as well. Let's replace the low end of the punch here. Let's try to shape the crunch of the tail a little bit more. Alright, let's just work with the punch a little more. Right, so now we're gonna do some final edits, just to make the kick more interesting. Let's try to make this stereo, see what that does to the sound. Yep, that could work. Let's try to blend this in with the tail under the distortion. Yep, that's that Typical Sub-Zero project. Maybe we need a second tail just to blend this in. All right, final touches. Let's check the levels. All right, so we need some more low end here. Alright, so here is the final result. Alright, so not too bad in my opinion. What do you guys think? I think for a speedrun this came out pretty good. Of course, if I were to spend more time with this project, I would optimize a bunch of things. I would use some of my own sounds and own samples to further develop this kick and to really fine-tune some things. But again, for a speedrun, I don't think this is too bad. It came out sounding a lot like something from Sub-Zero project, like kind of their mid-intros, which works really well, especially on big systems and, you know, that festival vibe and really just high energy. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the result. Let me know what you guys think. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.